Welcome to Inside the Cage, where every Monday we take a look at a new entry in the portfolio of the world's greatest actor. Today's entry is The Best of Times. As Julie Andrews can attest, the beginning is a very good place to start. So what does Nick Cage's first appearance on screen look like?
This is my best friend, Nick. Do you know why? Would you tell him he wasn't your best friend?
Yeah, that's perfect. The Best of Times was a 1981 television pilot that was never picked up as a series.
Oh, I want my father to write my marriage ceremony.
Your father?
Yeah, he's a divorce lawyer. Good thinking.
Shocking. The pilot not only features the acting debut of Nicolas Cage, then credited as Nicholas Coppola, but also the debut of Crispin Glover playing the everyman narrator. This was back before someone gave him a pair of binoculars and taught him to climb trees.
You ask for a job, and they ask if you have an experience. You say no, and they say, well, come back when you do. Now, if nobody gives you a job, how in the heck are you supposed to get any experience?
Fucking millennials. The show is a variety hour about being a teenager in the 80s, consisting of short, comedic skits and musical dance numbers. To be honest, it's pretty clear why the show wasn't picked up. As much as I love watching 80s teenagers singing Dolly Parton while washing cars, the musical numbers are nothing exceptional, and the skits...
You know what really bothers me? Some people are so preoccupied with themselves that they just don't take the time to listen.
Let me put it this way. It's kind of like watching a university acting class. Everyone's had like a two-person skit project, and they did work on them, but not very hard. And with shitty musical singers. My favorite part of the show is this line.
You know, I just thought of something. We are women.
And also the dark monologues in it that seemingly come the fuck out of nowhere. There's one where this girl is sadly washing dishes and she's talking about how she feels perpetually lonely and is worried that it's never gonna get better and it's only gonna get worse as she ages. And while she says this, the camera just slowly zooms in on her face. And the scene before this is the kids musically shoplifting food from Jackie Mason. But enough about the show. How's Nick Cage? He's alright. For long-term Nicolas Cage fans, it is pretty interesting to see some of the early mannerisms and quirks that would later become staples of his performances.
Ah! That's what turns women on.
I never knew that.
Yeah. Then when you get their attention, let them do all the talking and just keep looking in their eyes like this. You know, women are sensitive. They can, pick up mental vibrations.
He's definitely the best actor of the bunch, and in yet another out of fucking nowhere monologue, has the most genuine moments of character depth, playing a jock whose emotional shields of fitness and being a ladies' man are starting to weaken as he's getting called up to the army. Plus it takes place walking alone on a windy beach. So would I recommend it? Maybe. Probably not. If you're a big fan of bad 80s television, then it could be fun to check out, especially if you have a couple drinks. If you're a huge Nick Cage fan like I am, honestly, you're better off just skipping to the parts he's in. There's not much reason to watch the whole thing.
Well, that decides that.
That's this week's entry. Feel free to like, subscribe, and leave a comment on when you realized that you were a woman. Next week, we're gonna jump ahead a few decades.
Wait, remember Rocky? Boy, what a movie!
Yeah.
The best scene was when Stallone kept hitting that side of beef. Remember that? He kept hitting that side of beef, just smashing it with his fist. That was all raw.
I love these guys because they're clearly not part of the film. They're just people who were sitting on the bench that day and they're just like, what the fuck?